All right, so it's been 2 weeks since my last video, and I'm going to give you an update on how my plants are doing. I got everything transplanted and everything but one plant, and I'll show you that, and I'll tell you why. But I'm working on degrassing my beds. They got really overgrown, especially this bed right here, and right there by that tomato plant. So I've been degrassing, just pulling it out. That's all I do, just pull it out. I don't treat it with vinegar or chemicals or spray it or anything like that. I just rip it out from the root. So let's get this going. This right here is my medium jalapeno. Looks absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna end up having 3 plants in pots, just because I don't have enough bed space. That's not really a bed for anything. It's kind of just a holdover for mulch. I'll actually probably get rid of that mulch and fill it with soil next year and plant out of it. I've decided I'm not really a big fan of mulch, although it does kind of look nice. I just don't really like it. It doesn't seem to control the grass and the weeds that much better. This isn't mulched right here. That is, and they were just about as grown over. And that over there isn't mulched, the garlic, and that is really overgrown. So I've got to get over there and be careful degrassing it and de-weeding it, because I'm gonna end up hurting the roots for the garlic. But yeah, so just some failure on my part. Just being lackadaisical, other things going on, and not feeling well and stuff like that. But so that's my medium jalapeno. Looks absolutely fantastic. That's holdover Miracle Grow soil. So that's what's going to be in the pots, just because I have Miracle Grow left. After that, it would be, whatever I grab from other places. I doubt I'll use Miracle Grow again. I don't know. I say that every year. My first year, that's all I potted was Miracle Grow, and it grew fantastic. I mean, all my plants grew great, all of them, except for one. I forgot what it was. I think it was a Thai pepper or something like that. This is my other one. This is a purple jalapeno. I don't even have to look at the cup. But yeah, it's growing great. Everything is growing fantastic. This is my Dasher 2, so I do take that back. This was not taking well to the heat at all, to the weather that we had. We were getting pounded by rain, and so it'd rain, and then the sun come out, and then rain, sun come out, and it just brutalized this plant to death. But it's still growing. You can see a flower down there. I was actually going to rip it out, and I started degrassing, and I saw all these plant leaves that actually look pretty nice. So it's still growing, and it's growing well. So I'm going to leave it and hope for the best. Let's see. I've got a sheet with all my plants on it. So as you can see, that way I don't lose track of my plants. This right here is a grape tomato. So it was itty bitty in my last video, but it's definitely, I don't know what it is about rainwater, but rainwater just makes these plants just go crazy. And that is my MOA Jamaican Scotch bonnet. Looks fantastic. This is my Anaheim TMR. Looks great. This is a gold habanero. Looks fantastic. This is my brandy wine. This is all my garlic over here. As you can see, just look at how tall that grass is. I mean, that's just insane. It just came out of nowhere. That grass just literally came out of nowhere. I walked away for like 2 days, and this was just overgrown. I mean, it's just insane. So we'll see. I'm not really trying too hard to grow the garlic. I planted it just to give myself something to do during the winter, but I haven't really tended to it too much, and so it's just something for me to try, because the year before I planted the garlic on the back side of my house, and in a little better location weed wise, but it didn't get a whole lot of sunlight, and so it just did not grow that well. This is a Cherokee green. That sucker was itty bitty in my last video too. It's coming along fantastic. This is a yellow fatale. That's my Trinidad 7 pot. This is my Carolina Reaper. I grew this plant my first year, so this is actually an F2 because I harvested the seeds and I reused them. This is also a Brandywine. This sucker was itty bitty as well. It's growing a little bit on the slower side, but it's coming along. So it just had a problem rooting. It was just itty bitty and it wasn't liking the sun. This, I think, is my Cherokee green, or a Cherokee green. And as you can see, there's flowers on it. So it's already getting ready to fruit. I'm gonna just let them go this year. I'll cut it back to, you know, probably like 2 stalks, you know, so it's not overgrown like it was the year before, or how I was growing my tomatoes the year before. But I'm not gonna pick off flowers this early in the season. I'm gonna just let them do their own thing. This is a yellow Trinidad perfume. That's a yellow fatale right there. Oh wait, correction, that's my Jamaican yellow. Growing absolutely fantastic. This is a white ghost. And this is a German Johnson, and as you can see, it's flowering right there. And in this cup right here, this guy was growing so slow and just real flimsy. It just was not wanting to grow that well. Growing very leggy. I put a popsicle stick in here and it thickened up, so it's actually doing really well now. And it's definitely blossoming out. So it's doing really, really well. So that'll actually go in a bucket as well. But that is what I've got going on this year, and just gotta work on my garlic over here. That's insane. I just cannot believe just how much this came out of nowhere. These weeds came out of nowhere. Lots and lots of it. It's actually not that deep. Shouldn't be too hard. Shouldn't be too hard to pull out. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, so that's what I've got going on this year. That's how my plants are doing. Everything's going along great. I don't know if, like I was saying, I don't know if I'll have mulch next year, or maybe I'll just leave it and let it eventually break down and just not replace it. So I don't know. We will see. So anyway, that is my update. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them. Thank you for watching.